Happy Friday, Josie. You know I'm honored to be here. I had to throw something on for you. Did I do okay, Jess?
I
Did I
threw
do
on
okay,
my
Josie?
jacket too. Because I knew you were going to come in here being all extra fly, okay?
How can you not be in the presence of a legend like Fly Queen, Josie? Josie, I gotta come fresh for you. I smell good too.
Ooh.
What do I have on?
What you
Jazz
have
Club
on?
by Mason Margiela. I
Oh.
had to, I had to come in fly
Okay,
for
what
you,
about this
Josie.
though? What about this though?
What?
What about
You got the
I gotta
toucan mask
I gotta
on.
take them off. What about I threw on the heels for you? How about that? How about that?
Josie, I love you so much. You're so awesome.
I
I am
love
so
you
happy to be here.
too.
I mean, for our audience, everyone, this is the Respect for Acting, the best of Clubhouse Live. Josie, can we just for a quick moment just talk about how amazing these actors are? Like, the audience they are mind blowing.
They are
Mind
clueless.
blowing.
They are clueless that they're about to really, really, really be blessed with this.
Beyond.
Yeah.
Beyond. I
Yeah.
mean,
So
it's
let's go ahead and get this party started, right? Let's do
absolute.
it,
Let's
Gil.
go. Let's go. Let's do it. Okay, so we're opening the performance with Tabitha, correct?
Yes, Tabitha.
Awesome.
We have
Let's
a
bring
very,
Tabitha
very
on up.
special guest. And, God is just amazing how he's always moving. And so I hadn't seen her, spoken to her in over a year. She reached out to me because she thought that we were doing a George Floyd. Remember when we did the George Floyd
Yes.
tweet? And we were honoring his life. And so she was like, I'm working on a piece and I'd like to do it. And I was like, that was last week. I said, but we're going live with the best of. Would you like to perform it and share your piece? And you guys are about to really, really just be treated. So without further ado, we are going to bring Tabitha up to the stage. And
It's so
welcome. Good evening, Tabitha. Thank you for joining us. I love it. I mean, you just popped up with a little text to me, and here you are.
Girl, I had no clue. I was just like, huh? It was last week? Okay, that's fine. Whatever. I just, I wrote this piece a while back, and just with everything that's going on, this is just my way to express, how we are as artists. When things are going on, we have to find a way to express it. So sometimes for me, it comes out through spoken word. Sometimes it comes through a play. Sometimes, so it came through spoken word this time. And I was grateful that you said yes, that I could share just some space to share and bring light. That's
absolutely. We all need that space, and that's what Gil and I are all about, like creating a safe space for actors and artists to come and do what they do. And the world needs us shining our light more than ever. So
absolutely.
Yeah. So without further ado,
Gil, I don't think I've met you.
Any person of Josie is family to me. And Josie,
okay, great. So I'm fam.
That's right.
All right. Okay.
That's right.
That's air hugs. Air hugs.
Air hugs. So Tabitha, whenever you're ready.
Okay.
It's on you.
Great. The title of this piece is called "Oh Say Can You See." Oh, say can you see? But can you see me? This red, white, and blue covering me in an untrue sense of freedom through twists and turns when crosses of hatred still burn in the hearts of those who wish to hold me only in the imagination of their reality, secretly wishing for the fatality of who I am. Oh, say, can you see why I have to kneel on one knee? I can't be silent when I have suffered from the violent pressure on my neck, cutting off my access to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, threatened by my nappiness, feeling enslaved in this enclave of social injustice, unrest of who I am. Oh, say, can you see of what it would mean to be free? to push past mobs of insurrections and infused with patriotic rejections of diversity and one nation under God, indivisible with liberty and justice, but a system that just consistently fails us. I mean, can you imagine a world where Black Lives Matter isn't considered divisive chatter or a catchphrase of Black rage or a racist synonym, but a cry to just be the minimum of consideration in a nation that I believe breathes with promise and opportunity? But Martin's dream can only be seen when we recognize the caucasity and audacity of privilege to silence voices and make systemic choices to keep the rich stories of freedom song in the dark too long. Oh, say, can you see the many Black heroes that came before me, who didn't wear super capes, but drapes of possibility, humility, courage? They paved the way. These agents of change, they range from John Lewis and the Bloody Sunday, and that one day where Ruby crossed bridges that provided healings for Kamala to walk and break glass ceilings, from Fannie Lou's determination that led to Stacey Abrams' power and registration. Can you see how Maxine's deep waters, just her congressional bold waters? Can you see? Oh, say, can you see? Even Malcolm's death and mystery led to Barack's presidential history. Oh, say, can you see what it would mean to be free? Of what it can be? When you understand that my Black history is relevant and evident, that when not included, this country is diluted. Say, can you see? Oh, say, can you see? The actualization of hope begins with unmuting the unrepresented in spaces with faces who all look the same. So much we can celebrate when we educate and elevate the voice of the oppressed, the struggle of the less, who will always be persistent despite those who are resistant. Oh, say, can you see? Oh, say, can you see? Oh, say, can you see? When you do see me. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. My goodness. So,
I don't know whether to snap or clap. You, Tabitha, I knew I loved you.
snap, clap. Okay. Whatever you want to do, Gil. Okay.
Out, whatever, run.
That's right. That's right. Really, really beautiful work. How do you want to give us a little backstory, and just in terms of how long did it take you to create that? And
oh gosh, yeah, it took me a little while. I'm a little bit of a slow writer, so I opened it for the National African Monument here. They had a poetry contest, and so like I said, it was laid on my heart, and it took me a little while. And I said, it's just how sometimes when the spirit just tells you, like, this is what you got to do. You have to listen to that, right?
That's
and
right.
So words just started coming and flowing, and so I just started, started writing. So it took me a couple of weeks, and you can be kind of overcritical of yourself and all that stuff. When you write and even when you perform, you're like, oh my gosh, I did this or I messed up on this. But I'm just trying to be led by the spirit and just write what's in my heart and share it, and prayerfully it just continues to share light and bless people. So
amen.
Yeah.
Amen, sweetheart. Well, that was a blessing. Thank you so much for sharing this piece with us. I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate the space.
Absolutely, Tabitha. Okay, hang out backstage. Okay, don't go anywhere.
I'm all right.
All right. So, Gil, it is time for us to introduce our wonderful judges. You're muted. I don't hear you.
Okay, now. What about now?
I can hear you just fine
Okay.
now.
Can
Something
we get off?
something about that mute button.
We have the amazing Carol Shaganaw, in addition to our amazing brother Gino Brooks. Can we have them come on stage, please?
Absolutely, it's
Yes,
time.
Carol. Yes, brother Gino.
How you doing?
What's up?
Hi.
I think Gino is frozen on us. I think
Am I
he's frozen. Yeah, you're frozen, Gino.
Oh my God, I'm home and everything. I'm in front of this laptop.
Yep.
Yep,
You're completely frozen. See if you can move around or turn it. Gil is always the one with the great advice on that.
Gino, are you on Google? Are you on your Google Chrome?
No, I'm on Firefox, unfortunately.
Google Chrome helps a ton for me, and I'm on a MacBook. I think you're on a MacBook too. If you can do that, that helps tremendously. But in the meantime, let's not let time go to waste. Let's introduce Carol, the amazing Carol. It's so good to see your face, right? It's like, I can hug. I mean, because every week you're there, and it's amazing that we're seeing. Me and Josie were just speaking, and I know you were backstage with Carol. But can we talk about the talent? The talent that this. I mean, because before there was this veil. Who are agents looking for? But now it's like, you're talented. You're talented.
It's out there. Yeah.
Introduce yourself, who you are, why you're in the industry, and where you're based for everyone that doesn't know, for our listening audience.
Sure. Thank you for having me. Yes, it is amazing to actually see you when we're talking.
Exactly.
Because for so long we have not been. My name is Carol Shaganaw, and I am the owner of Carol Shaganaw Talent Agency. I'm a talent agent, and I've been in the business for 11 years. I've had my agency for the last year. And so I opened my own agency right before the pandemic. And then everything came to a screeching halt, which was like, wow, very shocking. Yeah. What are we going to do? But it gave me a lot of time to really intently work on the back end. So a lot of the work that I would have needed to contract out, I was able to do a lot of that myself. And so here we are. We are so busy. I'm in Atlanta. I'm based in Atlanta, and I focus on the Southeastern market in film, TV, commercial, and print. And we are so busy here. I mean, it is incredibly busy. So we're so thankful. But my background, so I've been an agent for 3 years. And like I said, just the most recent past year on my own. Prior to that, I managed a studio and worked directly with actors and casting directors and talent agents and producers and directors, doing much what Josie is doing. It just is so close to my heart, making sure talent are well trained, that they know both sides of the industry, your business side and then your performance side. And so I had heard one too many times, oh my God, you would make a great talent agent. Oh my God, you'd be so good. And so finally, you have to listen to those callings for you and step outside of your comfort zone. And so that's what I did. And I am so thankful and so happy that I did. I love working with talent on this side of the business and being able to put them to work. And I love attending events like this to be able to see amazing talent, but also scout some amazing talent too. So I'm just so excited to be here with you guys, and I can't thank you enough. This is wonderful.
Carol, let me tell you, since day one that you came on, you've been nothing but wonderful and so supportive to the actors. And I mean, I know literally that Carol has really, 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 like, she's really backing up everything she's saying. She's reached out, she has signed, she has met with several of the actors that have come through, not only the Tuesday Respect for Acting and Audition Lab, but also the Kids and Teens Monologues and Scenes and Audition Lab. And so, thank you so much. You bring so much to why I do this, right? Which is just, you do it because you love it. You
Right.
love the art, you love actors, and it's not work. It's just you do it because
Right. This is what we do.
because they're amazing and they're
Mhm.
fascinating.
Absolutely.
And so I'm so happy to have you here, Carol. Honestly, I was so looking forward to this, just having you be a part of this.
Ditto and ditto.
Being a part of this little history that we're making here.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I've been looking
thank you.
forward to it all.
Correction, there's
week.
no little history. There's a lot of big history. Josie's just humbled, Carol. And
That's
with
right.
that being said, we have this giant making history. Gino Brooks, brother, we see you popped in with the red frames. Please.
Okay, you
introduce yourself
better
for those
be
that don't know.
rocking those red frames right now, okay?
Oh man, it's such an honor to be here. Thank you. Pleasure to meet you, Carol. And so happy to be here with you, Josie, and my main man, Gil. So a little bit about myself. My name is Gino Brooks. I am a writer, director, producer, content creator, entrepreneur, and I've been in front of the camera. I just turned in some audition self-tape myself. So, but yeah, a little bit
So
about
you know the struggle, Gino. So you can relate to the audience.
I can.
You know
I
what
can. I do. You know, it's funny because so I just this last year during COVID, I've been stepped back into this space. So to see everybody and go what they're going through, I know exactly what they're going through. I just turned it in 30 minutes before I logged on earlier. So, but yeah, I'm a writer, director, TV director. Have a new show coming out this summer under the banner of Cedric the Entertainers, new company, production company. So on Bounce TV, I'm really excited about that. So I got to write and direct Cedric, so that was pretty cool. Some other cool things that's happening as well.
That's so awesome. Again, you know what? You came into the room that night and you contributed so much. Your energy, I can feel it. I just could feel it. I'm very specific about who, I'm inviting to, come before the actors, just because, I just want, we want, right? I really believe I speak for Gil sometimes. He speaks for me sometimes too. Okay.
Greatness. I think the theme we have in
know.
common. But if I can speak on this, Josie, honestly, Carol, I think Gino, Carol, and you, Josie, all agree. You cannot deny greatness. You don't have to agree, but you cannot deny it. When something is impeccably amazing, you can say, you know what? I don't like it, but it's good. You're good. And there's something about that I love about Clubhouse, right, Gino? Even though we just met at the Woke You event, it's funny when we got in a room at Soho House, and it's magic when you get all these people who you normally just hear, and you can see them, and that energy. The room was just brimming. It was like putting several stars in one room, and just the shine. The energy was tangible. It was palpable. So that's what this is all about, right? This industry is about being better together. And Josie, you are truly a trailblazer for what you are doing. Again, I say this all the time. There are a lot of coaches that you can come audit, you can do this, but Josie, you are actually coaching people live on Clubhouse in what we would not even call a new medium, because radio's been around for decades prior, right? This is the 40s, the 30s, the 50s. And Josie, you've made it in such a safe space, in a safe way, for a safe place for artists to get feedback from people they normally would never hear from. So salute to you, Josie. I'm never stopping giving you flowers, so you deserve them all.
I was so honored, Josie, you don't even know. I was so hyped. I told my manager, I was like, yo, tonight I'm on this amazing platform put on by.
Oh, I love you so much, Gino. I love you. I honestly, I was just excited about having you and Carol. I really was. I'm like, and I mean that when I say it, that I'm very specific about who I'm inviting to have this experience, because anytime I'm doing anything, it's all about creating a safe space, a place of love, a place of support, inspiration, and motivation. And I tell everyone, I'm the first one to say, hey, I don't claim to know it all. All I know is that love is free and love is kind.
That's right.
Period. It don't cost you nothing to be kind, and love is, love is, so you both exuded that, and you contributed so much to the actors, and I was super excited, Gina, super excited, Carol, for this evening to come and to know that you were going to be the judges for these amazing actors that are getting ready to just bless us with their gifts. Okay. So with that said, I cannot start this evening without introducing my host. He thinks he's going to get away with me not introducing him, but yeah.
Wait. Where are my shades? Hold on. I have to do that.
That's right. Listen, because it needs to be known publicly. Okay. I was talking with the actors behind the stage, but when I think of, COVID and this past year and a half now almost, there's just so many emotions, and so many thoughts that kind of flow through me. But one thing is for certain, and it's that you've blessed me with so many sunny days during this COVID. You are literally one of the best things that has happened to me in this COVID season. Okay. I love you so much. And I keep telling you, and I'll tell you over and over again, that your name is being spoken in rooms that you don't even know about, Gil. You are a tremendous talent. You're a tremendous human being inside and out. And I wouldn't want to do this with nobody else but you. You are a gem. You are a gift to the universe, and everyone will see your shine. They will know. You will be a household name. I promise you. I know it. Like,
she wants to make me cry, Carol.
I'm feeling it too for you, Gil.
I'm just like, Josie, I'm not crying.
There's nobody that has not been near you, whether it's by sound or in person, that does not agree with me 100% without a doubt. I know that.
Yeah.
All right. So, to all of you who don't know, who are listening and meeting Gil for the first time, everyone put your hands together. The best friend you could ask for, the best co-host you could ask for, the best host, the best everything you can ask for. Gil Jackson, everybody.
Now that I'm almost ready to cry, I'm dropped in, Josie.
Good. You need to feel all that love.
This with you. I do. And honestly, I can honestly say, Josie, I would not rather be with anyone else in this industry. Gino, we've trained a lot of years to get, right, Carol? You trained a lot. And Josie, I have never trained with someone who has the heart that you have. And I mean that. I've trained with a lot more teachers and classes than I have fingers and toes, and probably eyelashes at this point. Josie, you are bar none, second to no one. You are literally, you are in a league of your own. Your passion is legend. I guarantee you are going down in the history book. If for nothing else, you will go down in history as being one of one. And I mean that. And I couldn't ask for a better friend, mentor, and person to guide me into this new world past COVID. Like, I honestly thank God every day that I wake up for the people that are in my life. And you are one of them, and I honestly wouldn't be where I am without you. So Josie, you're gonna make me cry, but I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna save all my tears after this live. So.
We didn't plan this love fest, everyone. I promise you, we didn't. It wasn't in the script.
With that being said, what is in the script is Georgina, Theodore, Chanel, D-Wex, and Michael. So are you ready to get this show started, Josie?
Let's get it going. The audience is waiting, and they're waiting.
Do it.
Let's do this. You ready, Gino? You ready, Carol?
Let's do it. I'm ready.
All right, let's go.
Let's do it.
On the stage, we're bringing up Georgina. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Let's go.
All right.
Hey. Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hey, Georgina.
Welcome, Georgina. Welcome.
Thank you for having me here. I'm so excited.
We are so excited to have you. Okay, so before we get started, we have a couple of questions for you.
Okay.
Gil, are you gonna lead us in the questions, or I am?
You're gonna lead me, and for now, and I'll take the next one. We'll ping pong, but I'll get them from here on out.
Okay, got it. So let's see, which one do I want to hit you with? So I prepared the actors with a couple of questions. They don't know which one I will be asking them. Okay. So let's see. For Georgina, what's your favorite movie of all times?
My favorite movie of all time is of all time.
Of all time.
You know what? It's going to be In the Heights. And I know it hasn't come out yet, but I had the opportunity to see the advanced screening. And when I tell you, that was one of the rare times I felt seen. That movie if you don't know about the movie, it takes place in Washington Heights, embraces Latino culture. And that was the first time I saw so many Latinx people being embraced and represented so positively. Like all the time I would see Latinos being embraced and the lighter skinned Latinos. And I'm not that. I'm Afro Latinx. And it was the first time I felt so seen. And it just took me back to that little 7-year-old girl I was.
Yeah.
Just to be seen in something like that.
I love that, Mama. I love that so much. And you know, I'm Afro-Latina, so you know I can relate all day.
It's so powerful. So when it comes out, I can already see the people in my community, those little girls in my community being so happy, feeling so beautiful, feeling so seen. And it's so powerful, just being seen.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so important. It's really important.
And it's the only movie.
There's no more hiding behind anything and anyone and the biases and none of that. Okay, it's over. It's done. Okay, one other question for you. What's something funny that people don't know about you, Georgina? Something funny.
Funny
and weird and strange that people don't know about you.
I gotta tell this on YouTube Live.
Yep. You're gonna tell it right now.
I think if it was socially, I don't even care if it's not socially acceptable. I love to wear cologne. I love to wear cologne. Like
you mean men cologne, like cologne, not perfume, cologne.
Cologne. So like I will go into the Macy men's section and they're like, oh, you're buying this for your girlfriend, your father, and I'm like, yeah, it's for me. Like I love it. I love cologne. I guess that's the weird thing.
I love that. See, those are the little quirky things.
Strong.
Hey, Georgina, Mason Mangiela Jazz Club, you're welcome.
Gino, what was you gonna say, Gino? It looked like you were gonna say something to her.
No, I love that. That I'm gonna always remember you because of that. So something is really dope. So good stuff.
I love that. I love that too. That's just we're such interesting people. Okay. And you have to use that. Now you know you've got to drop that into one of your characters, okay? All right, so we've got to keep this show going. Georgina, please tell us the piece that you're working on, and you can get started whenever you're ready.
Okay. I'm Georgina Morillo, and I'll be doing Skeleton Crew by Dominique Morso. Thank you. You know, you're really stupid. I'm telling you about being pregnant and alone. I'm telling you about having a son and being clueless. I'm telling you about not having the answers. Ain't never had them and probably never will. You ain't the only one in tough shit. Had to drop out of school, ain't have no family to fall back on. I was scared shitless. But something in me knew what I was made of. I was gonna survive because I had to. It ain't because I could see the light at the end of the tunnel and no shit like that, but something in me knew what I was made of. So I walked up, hiding my pregnant belly so I can get me a job, and I got it same day. Been working the line ever since, surviving ever since. And it ain't been no easy work all the time, but whatever it is doing, it is keeping me here. And that's how I can be patient when there's a plane headed towards a tree. Because even if it crashed, I don't think I'd die. I think I'd get scarred maybe, but I wouldn't die. I take the train next time. I keep moving. What are you telling me? You could pretend you and me ain't affected by the same things, but we both got battle scars. But your way is impatient. May work for you in the short term, but in the long term, it's gonna kill.
Wow.
Nice way to open up the evening, Georgina. Thank you. How are you feeling? Need a minute?
No, I'm good.
Good? You're good?
Yeah.
Good job, sweetheart. Good job. All right, so I'd love to give the floor over to our judges, our guest judges. So Gino, Carol.
Ladies first.
Okay, thank you, Gino. Oh my goodness, Georgina, I have listened to you on Clubhouse for several weeks over, and this is just a pleasure to see you. And wow, just seeing your physical connection to your character and just the emotion that you were giving and really hearing what you were saying was amazing. I mean, truly, truly amazing. From the moment that you started, your moment before when you just took yourself and then you led us into this world and then took us on this journey of what you were experiencing and your pain, but your determination and your strength and your power that was coming behind that. So amazing job. I am so appreciative to be able to see your work tonight. This was wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Carol.
Wow. Georgina, if you're kicking the night off, Josie, Gil, you guys are really, I'm in for one. I just want to say a couple things here. I watched you during it may not have seemed like I was paying attention, but I watched you during the moment I saw you stretching, right? I saw you doing those things. And that lets me know somebody that's getting ready for the moment, ready for war, to really drop in. And you took your moment before, like Carol said, and I loved everything about it. You have this powerful thing with your eyes that I really want you to lean into. They're soft, they're caring, they wear your emotions. So, I just love that about you, and I think that's a part of your strength. And let me see what else. I was taking notes. There's another moment. Like Josie said, powerful, entertaining, and there was levels. So extremely excited. I love that you told me that you like to wear men's cologne. In addition to, I'll never forget these eyes. So phenomenal job.
Awesome. Georgina, thank you so much. Before we have her step off stage, Gino and Carol, would you like her to do it again? Do you want to see her one more time? Do you want to see? It's literally however you want it to go. Would you, if you can see all of the actors first, and then if you need someone to come back, they can. So it's on you guys. How would you like the evening to flow?
I'm gonna let Carol lead us in that way, but I'll go with whatever you're okay with. But I would like to see her again.
do you want to bring them back? Do you want to let everyone go and then start
And
bringing them back?
it doesn't have to be everyone, and it really shouldn't be everyone. It's only if you would like to see something, if you need to see something else. Yeah. Okay?
Yeah.
Well, in that case.
Yeah. All right, Georgina. Thank you so much, beautiful. Okay.
Can I give her a note, or
absolutely? No, absolutely. Please do.
Okay. The one thing I would love to do, let you because there's really no time limit here, right? Pick and choose your moments. You have some really beautiful moments that you were able to tap into. Figure out which ones you care about the most, that impacts you and hits you the most. And before you transition, let me see you feel that. You can take a beat, right? We're not in a room. There's no time limit. It's not 15 million people outside behind you. Just have those couple. It's a couple moments, and then I think that you can have and let you and give it a couple breathers. That's all I need from you. All right, nothing specific. These are your choices. But I feel like if you can give me a couple beats in between and let some certain things hit you a bit more, and then again lock into those eyes and let me and wear your pain that way, I think you're great.
Got it. Do you guys want me to do that now or wait until everyone goes?
Because Carol, would you want to bring it back or you want to do it now?
Let's do it. You know what? Let's do it now while she's got those thoughts with her. Yeah.
Thank you, Carol.
Yeah.
You're really stupid. I'm telling you about being pregnant and alone. I'm telling you about having a son and being clueless. I'm telling you about not having the answers. Ain't never had them and probably never will. You ain't the only one in tough shit. Had to drop out of school, ain't have no family to fall back on. I was scared shitless. Something in me knew what I was made of. I was gonna survive because I had to. It ain't because I could see the light at the end of the tunnel or no shit like that. I was gonna survive because I had to. So I walked up hiding my pregnant belly so I can get me a job. And I got it same day. Been working the line ever since, surviving ever since. It ain't been no easy work all the time, but whatever it is doing is keeping me here. And that's how I can be patient when there's a plane headed towards a tree. Because even if it crashed, I don't think I'd die. I think I get scarred maybe, but I wouldn't die. I take the train next time. I keep moving. You could pretend you and me ain't affected by the same things, but we both got battle scars. Your way is impatient. May work for you in the short term, but in the long term, it kills.
How'd that feel?
It felt good, and it felt uncomfortable, but that was a good feeling because I know I have this sort of ability to rush.
Mm-hmm.
Like I get the feeling right here, and I just like, I don't want to show emotions, and that's like me just trauma from growing up. Anyway, it felt uncomfortable, and I like that feeling, and I want to play around with it more.
Yes.
So of really finding what is more important and finding the different types of beats.
Yep.
I want to play around with that more.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was beautiful for me. I'll let y'all jump in. That was you hit everything I asked. You took your time. I saw the difference in the transitions.
Yeah.
And you left me there with those eyes that I was telling you that I appreciated so much. So Great notes. Great taking of the notes. Thanks.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Great job.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really enjoyed my experience with you guys.
Where are you based out of again?
Harlem, New York. Harlem. Okay. I should have said New York, but I always say Harlem because I feel like Harlem is its own place.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Georgina Murillo. Hang out with us backstage. We are going to keep this train rolling. With that being said, next up, we have Theodore. Theodore, come on up to the stage.
Hey.
Theodore Sapp, how are you, brother?
I am alive and well. How are you?
I am amazing, alive and well as well. Josie, you want me to take away one of the questions? Which one do you want me to ask, or do you want to take this one?
No, go. Shoot. It's your turn.
Ooh, okay. What did you want to be when you grew up besides an actor, Theodore?
A lawyer. I did. And as a child,
you didn't get too far.
Not even. I haven't even gone to law school yet. I keep putting it off. But as a child, I remember making this figure in elementary school. And I always said I was going to be like this entertaining lawyer. And my teacher was like, well, what is that? And I was like, well, I'm going to sing and I'm going to dance and I'm going to act and then I'm going to do law. And she was like, okay. So that's an easy question. Hit me with another one, Gil. Come on.
Oh, he wants another one. Okay, Josie, do you want me to do another one or you want to ask the second one? No, it's too late. You already opened the can of worms.
That's right. No, what's a funny thing about you that most people don't know? I love the question.
I don't know if it's funny, but most people think I'm not being authentic when I say I don't have favorites. And so everybody's like, you got to have a favorite something. And I'm just like, no.
Are you saying you don't have a favorite anything? Like you don't have a favorite ice cream? Like you like all the 31 flavors? I don't know.
I can tell you the ones I don't like, but if given a choice, I'm usually standing there like, I like this and I like this. So when I go buy ice cream, I'm literally buying 2 and 3 at a time.
He likes Cold Stone. So what he's saying is he likes the mix. There we go.
You know?
How interesting. How interesting is that? Isn't that interesting?
To say the least.
I love it. So you right now you wouldn't be able to decide which one is your favorite, me or Gil?
Oh God, no.
I would. Oh no, that's the wrong answer. I'm taking him off stage, Gil. Gino, he's out.
Disqualified. Josie, you're not right.
Theodore, tell us where you're at. Let's make sure. I want to know where in the world everyone's at. Okay,
sure.
So make sure, let us know where you're at, and then the piece, and then you can get started whenever you're ready.
Okay, sure. I am currently located in Washington, D.C., so shout out to the DMV. I have my home base in Florida, so I'm also in Florida. We've got a little spot in Georgia and Texas, and anywhere my family is, I'm calling that a base, so I'm literally worldwide. My piece is by Gordon Bennett. It's My Name is Ocean Sweet.
What is it again? I'm sorry.
My name is Ocean Sweet. Ocean is spelled O-S-S-I-A-N. By Gordon Bennett, just in case. My brother died 8 days after I was born. Mama said, good Lord giveth and good Lord taketh away. And she sang her old spirituals to get over it. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot come for to carry me home. Later, I decided the good Lord wasn't all that good. I mean, why would he give people trained doctors and medicines and even build a hospital and leave Negroes with the shack pretending to be medical clinics? I mean, at least he wasn't that good in Central Florida. But that wasn't the worst of Bartow. I was about 6 or 7, I guess, when I saw something that really seared my simple soul. I'd been down at the Peace River fishing, and when I heard the sound of the hound dogs baying, I took my pole and ran for cover. It was hideous. The whites were raving and dragging this Negro they tied with ropes toward the bridge over the river. Some of them were carrying a huge barrel and kindling, and others had cans of kerosene, and they dragged him up on the bridge and tied him to the barrel. Somebody struck a match, and they set fire to the kindling, and soon the barrel went up in flames with the colored man tied to it. Crackers pushed him off the bridge into the water, and some waded into the river, slobbering at the mouth. They yanked the barrel with the burnt flesh of a man tied to it back to the bank where they could... Oh, God! Damn those crackers! I never forgot the Peace River and what I saw at the age of 7.
Wow.
Well, you have a fan. Somebody already said you're their favorite. So you already got some love out there. All right. We're gonna give you a minute to come down. We'll go ahead and take it to our judges.
Theo, wow. It is such a pleasure to see you in person. Listening to you on Clubhouse and then being able to see your amazing face and the physicality and all that you bring to it. I mean, that, you took us on this journey that was painful. And then feeling your anger, that physical move that you gave just brought the punch to it that we could really, really connect. Wow. I mean, thank you for that performance. You did amazing. You were absolutely amazing. I will turn it over and see, and let's get the director and producer there to tell us what they saw. That was great. That was great.
Hey Theo, man, you got a lot of fans, man. They they all support you. So way to go on that. I was really in the moment with you. You're able to paint pictures, you know what I mean, really well. You're a storyteller, I can tell, that can perform. That's a great combination. I would say that you are, great job. And the things that, here's the things I would say to note for you, right? I'm saying good job, and obviously all the fans are. Like, to take this to, because I already think it's great. I'll say that. I'll start with that. But I think what this can be for you, can be undeniable bookings for you, is if I can feel the sweat, if I can feel, using your adjectives a little bit better, like how heavy that barrel is, I need to feel it on your back, right? And in that, again, you gave me moments, you gave me beats. That's usually what I ask for. You were able to do that really well, but I think those adjectives, I think you really need to like hang on a couple of those to take it out of the stratosphere. But great character work. I like your control. Um, your tone from the singing part was rich. Was really, really nice. So good texture, man. I can see why you say you look like an intelligent guy. You can be the entertaining lawyer. I really like that. But those are the things I would say can really take this thing out of here to separate you from everybody else. Right?
Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't even comment on your vocals, and my apologies for that. Wow. That just started to penetrate. And I thought, okay, this is going. I'm feeling this, and holding back those tears truly on my end to just in relating to you, and just looking so directly into your eyes. Yes, your vocals were amazing and just took us on that journey. I'm wonderful.
Good job, Theo.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Theodore. Sap, we really appreciate that performance. We are going to keep it going. Is that fine by you, Josie?
Absolutely.
Josie was muted. I'm like,
yeah.
Josie.
No,
okay.
I'm on it.
Next up, we have Chanel, and we're not talking about the vintage bag. We're talking about a woman with a whole lot of soul. Chanel, come on up to the stage and show us all why we love you so much.
There's my Chanel. How are you, beautiful? Unmute, Chanel.
Unmute. You're muted.
That darn mute button. Guess it's every time.
There you go. You're unmuted. There you go.
But now her camera is. There you go.
There I go.
She's done this before.
How are you, Chanel? You're back.
I'm good.
Chanel
I'm
Murray.
so happy to be here.
Yes,
I'm looking forward to this.
That's so good, Chanel. We love you so much. I've already had a moment with you. I fell in love with you at Hello with that voice and that funny spirit of yours. You bring so much to the universe, and I'm really, really happy that you were able to join us for this month's Best Of. So, we're going to start off with asking you a few questions.
Yes.
Right? So, I want to know.
What you going to ask me?
It's the way she says it, right?
What's something about you that most people don't know?
Okay. I really like certain ASMR videos, especially the lady who eats those crab legs and she's dipping it in the butter, she's slurping and she's eating it. And I know that some people can't stand slurping, but I'm here for it. I'm like, yes.
What is that? Can you tell us what ASM what?
Yeah, so there's just different videos with random sounds, like someone drilling, someone playing with slime, just random stuff. Okay,
why does that not surprise me that you like that?
I do like the drilling. I love the drilling sound, and it's like when they drill, and then they're like, and then they clean it off. I don't know why, but I'm really into that video. I've slept to it too. I'm like, oh, yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. One more. Which actor has been your most inspirational on your journey? Like which actor today?
Okay. I would say, because it's so hard to pick one, but there's this actress that I saw recently in a live performance. It was the show was called Shout Sister Shout, and her name was Carrie Compare, and it was just the performance that she did an outstanding job. And the show is about Sister Rosetta Tharpe, and I gravitate towards anything about my history, Black history, like, so anything about that, I'm gravitating towards it. And it was just the story of the godmother of rock and roll who doesn't get her dues. That's right. So she did a fabulous job with performing and singing, and I'm like, this show needs to be on Broadway. It's that good. So
That's
keep
so
an eye out for it.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Does she know how she's inspired you? Maybe you should reach out. I'm
I
sure she
should.
would
You
love
know what?
that.
I should.
Just
Yeah.
you know, nowadays you can just DM people, and I bet she would love to know that. You know?
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You
Reach
got to
out
give
to
people their
her.
flowers. Give their flowers now while they can smell it. Let them
Absolutely.
know.
100%, sweetheart. All right. Well, we're going to keep this show rolling. And so please let us know where you're located, where in the world you're located, and the piece that you're going to do. You can let us know at the beginning the name of the piece, or you can tell us afterwards, however you wish to share.
Okay. So I'm originally from Yonkers, New York, but I'm in Seattle, Washington right now. And the piece is called Color Me Yellow. Last month I was cutting those. God. What are those things called? Those green leaves. No, not spinach. I know what the fuck spinach is, and it wasn't spinach, you fucking idiot. Anyway, I'm cutting those green, whatever they are. And I'm cutting and I'm cutting. And before I know it, I'm just staring at the knife. And every time it cuts through these greens so easily, I become a little bit more and more excited. And I can't stop staring at this fucking knife. Cut. 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 And then I start to imagine, how would it look if I was cutting into flesh? And I'm not even conscious that I'm doing it, but I start taking off my fucking shirt in the fucking middle of the fucking kitchen like a fucking lunatic. And I start rubbing it on my stomach. And I'm fucking liking it. How fucked up is that? And the deeper I press, the more excited I become. And I'm getting sexually excited, like those freaks that are into that demented shit. And then Michael comes in the room. And he sees what I'm doing, and the look of disgust on his face. He told me it was fear, but I saw it. I saw his fucking disgust. And I don't even notice the blood until he calls Jennifer, and she starts screaming like the drama queen she is. And then I look down, and there it is, all over my skirt and hands. How fucked up is that? And you want to know the fucked up part? You want to know? There were 2 drops of blood on the floor. And all I wanted to do as they dragged me out was to put one more drop of blood so I could make a smile. How fucked up was that? Jesus. How fucked up is that? I'm fucking bleeding from cutting my stomach, and all I can think about is making a smiley face with my fucking blood. This is gonna kill me. I'm sure of it. And I don't even know if that's a bad thing anymore.
Wow.
All Let's go. Carol,
Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Chanel, so I've been listening to you forever how many weeks now on Clubhouse, and seeing you, being able to watch your physical connection, and wow, I mean, I was so drawn into you and listening and feeling and hurting, and then feeling that disgust that you had for yourself, seeing it through others. Wow. And the direction that you have taken along the weeks of the feedback, you know, because you start when you first came on, and like you came into that first Clubhouse and just dropped it. Like you were the first one in, and boom, you brought it to us. But working with the direction that has been given to you and shared with you by so many people in the industry, being careful of the F-bombs, not to overuse them, which the writing has so many in there, but you use them in such a descriptive manner, you know, like that they were there for a reason. It wasn't just throwing out the words. But wow, I mean, that you truly, truly brought that to us from the very beginning. You know, you gave us that moment before. You're leading us on this journey. And then you take us to the end and that moment afterwards. And I just can't tell you enough how excited. I mean, I've been waiting for this. So when I saw you coming on, I was like, okay, here we go. And I thought I was prepared for it, to feel it, like to brace myself. And I felt the tears. You know, I felt myself going, oh my gosh, here it is again. And I've heard it so many times. And I got to say, great job. Just let me leave it with that. Great job. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Chanel, first of all, you know I'm a huge fan of yours. I've been tapped into like Carol, because I've been on the app. You've probably been one of the actresses that's stated within my stratosphere that I keep an eye on. If you're in the room, I go into the room because of you've been a part of our table reads with the screenwriters table reads. You've done some phenomenal work. You know, what I will say about this piece is is connecting, right? That's the word that really steps out for me. That's one of those takes that I don't know that I even need to, you know, get again unless I need coverage. It was that good for me. Determination and connecting. Connective tissue is the two words that I like to explain this. The cool thing about this too is you're a beautiful girl, and the fact that you came in here so connected to your character and the moment that you were about to play helps me appreciate this even more. I've seen you dolled up, and I know what you can do. So to see you kind of tap into this, it lets me know your dedication to your roles. So. Yeah, you know, it was it was really cool, and to see the moment at the end was really great. It was one of those moments I feel like I could leave the camera on you for a couple minutes. So good stuff.
Thanks for saying that, because I'm like, I feel like I really wanted to get into it and be into it the way I'm looking, the way I'm feeling, just inside and out. And I'm like, I know I'm gonna look real off right now. Like I'm like, well, she just rolled out of bed, right? She gonna just come on this thing and just knock it out, just roll out of bed. And like, so I was like, it didn't feel authentic to me for me to come like polished. Like that didn't feel right.
Guess what though? I got a challenge for you. Yeah, can I ask for it one more time, Josie? Gil, can I get it one more time?
Absolutely. This is your night. You're directing this however you want it to flow, Gina.
Thank you.
Can I say one thing though before you have it jump back in, Gino?
Yep.
Chanel, I have this from a lot of friends who are gorgeous, and you're blessed, right? Your genetics came out blessed. You are a very attractive person.
Thank you.
Have you seen Ratchet?
No, I don't know.
That's right, Gino. To be pretty and that fucked up is even a deeper level because no one expects you to say, oh, geez, oh, something's wrong. So that was the easy choice. I challenge you to make the polished choice next time you do this and look how hard, because that's going to be even harder for you to go, oh, how? But that's just a no. I'd usually, me and Josie told me, but that's just a challenge, right? How hard of a challenge is it to be cuckoo, cuckoo, and all in one? So, Gino, I'll let you take it back.
No, I love that. I love that.
It's actually the cute ones and the pretty ones that are the most cuckoo. Just I'm saying. That's it for me tonight.
Yeah, I was gonna say that it would be cool to see that you kind of tear down that myth, or if you will, or that what people will call security, and then get to that disheveledness within the piece. That could be beautiful. So now that I've seen this, at some point maybe do it where you are dolled and just because it can go really cool like Gil said. But real fast, just so we can get going. I would say let's push a couple things, right? Let's see if we can let's see, like I was telling Theodore, can we take this out of the stratosphere, right? Because it's on the moon right now. But can we take it a little further than that? And here are a couple things that I want to challenge you on.
Okay.
Truly be hysterical. All right, that transition, those moments where it's moments of inner laughter. Let's see that, right? When you say you want to know, right? It looked like you wanted to give me the answer. Make me hang on that to really want to fucking know what you're asking me.
Okay.
Okay. And then just somewhere in between. Let me just see you push a moment as far as you can go. On the hysterical part or the demented part, whichever you choose, I'm fine with. Let's try that. And one last thing, when you go from that, make the transition a tad bit smoother, okay? Not as abrupt. When you jump from where you are, the moment with the stomach, the smiley face, let's smoothen that out a little bit. Whatever that means to you.
Okay. And what did you mean by the inner laughter?
I mean, it was a couple moments that felt like you wanted to laugh. It looked like you was bottled in with some laughter, right? Let's see you make that choice, because it's riding on the borderline that you could laugh at some stuff. Let me see you use that and how you would use a moment of laughter in this moment.
Okay.
Hysteria, if you would.
So last month I was cutting those. God, what are those things called again? Those green things. No, not spinach. I know what the fuck spinach is, and it wasn't spinach, you fucking idiot. Anyway, cutting those green, whatever you call them. And I'm cutting and I'm cutting. And, or you know what, I'm just staring at the knife. And every time it cuts through these greens so easily, I just become a little bit more and more excited. And I just can't stop staring at this fucking knife. Cut, cut, cut. And then I start to wonder, how would it look if I were cutting into flesh? And I don't even realize I'm doing it, but I just start taking off my fucking shirt in the fucking middle of the fucking kitchen like a fucking idiot. And I take that knife and I'm just moving it on my stomach. And I'm fucking liking it. How fucked up is that? And the deeper I press, the more excited I become. And I'm getting really excited, like those freaks that are into that demented shit. And then Michael walks in the room, and the look of disgust in his face. He said it was fear, but I saw it. I saw his fucking disgust. Oh God. And I don't even notice the blood until he calls for Jennifer, and she starts screaming like the drama queen she is. And then I look down. And there it is. All over my skirt and hands. And you want to know the sickest part? You want to know? There were 2 drops of blood on the floor. And all I wanted to do as they dragged me out was to get 1 more drop. So I can make a smile. How fucked up is that? How fucked up is that? I'm fucking bleeding from my fucking stomach. And all I can think about is making a smiley face with my fucking blood. Oh my God. This is gonna kill me. I'm sure of it. And I don't even think it matters anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Look, at the end, there's choices, right? And for me, I just want to see if you can do it.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful that you can get there and you can drop tears, right? Every moment is not for crying, right? So you can see beauty in crying, and then at the moment, at the opposite of that spectrum, for this and the adjustments, I felt euphoria. You know what I mean?
What? Say it again.
I felt like euphoria. I felt like you were
Oh.
Euphoric.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was a different kind of ending, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, really, really good stuff. I would say you took my notes. I would just say maybe the laughter was held on a little bit too long for it. But
Okay.
other than that, really good taking of the note. Good job.
Yes, very
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah, very good. You know, and this one, the beginning too. I think I like the beginning of this one a little bit better. How you were straight on, a little bit calmer, and then you built up to that frustration. Whereas your first take, you came out frustrated with the person you were talking to. But with this, you were a little more relaxed, kind of in that calm, easygoing, and then you allowed yourself to then become frustrated. Amazing job.
Beautiful.
Thank you. And thank you for like letting me play with this and giving me tips and yeah, that was fun.
Good stuff. Your transition is when Michael comes in. Just so you'll know, that's the transition, right? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, that was good. Good job.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Amazing
Nice.
job. We're going to keep this show rolling, as Josie would say. Next up, we have D-Wux. D-Wux, come on up to the stage. Everyone is in for a treat. You're too fly, woman. You're too fly. Your background is just a bit pixelated, D-Works, and just so if you move, I don't know if you want to adjust that slightly.
Oh, no.
Is that just me, Josie, or?
Oh, no.
It's just a little bit. It's not too bad.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, I'm okay.
Do you want to start? Okay, well, Josie, it's your queendom, so whatever you say. Do you want to start with the questions?
Nope, it's your turn. It's on you with the questions.
Okay, hold on. I have them. D-Works, I promise.
Hit me with your best shot, Gil. Hit me with your best shot.
I'm going to hit you. I promise I am. So, who's your favorite actor in the world and why, D-Works?
Viola Davis.
Why?
And I remember going to see her on Broadway in Doubt. And I was just mesmerized by her. And then she won a Tony that same year. And it was just so phenomenal to me because she won a Tony and she didn't even have like a huge role, but her performance was just so memorable. And I've just admired her ever since then. And I just love her work. And I love how fearless that she is as a Black woman, as a dark-skinned Black woman. I just love her. So Viola Davis is my person.
Okay, second question, Josie. So what's your favorite movie or television show right now?
The Handmaid's Tale. That's my favorite show right now. I just watched it last night, and I've been waiting for the new season to come out, and it just came out, and I'm speechless, and so now I got to go back and watch it again. So I'm going to go watch it all over again. So The Handmaid's Tale.
Awesome.
Yes.
So I'm taking all the control right now, Josie. So before we jump through, D-Works, tell us where you are, where are you located in the world, and what piece will you be performing before you drop in?
I am in Parsippany, New Jersey, and by way of Texas. I'm originally from Texas, but I live in New Jersey, and I'm going to be doing You Shouldn't Have Told. The role is Aunt Frida.
All right, whenever you're ready, take us on a ride.
Hold your tongue, boy. When y'all get so grown, you got all the answers. Hush, Caroline. Why you gonna tell me I don't understand? Lord have mercy. I done forgot more than y'all ever gonna learn. Close your mouth, Jojo. Ain't gonna tell you no more. Now y'all gonna listen to what I got to say. Everybody in this room, including y'all's daddy, gotta share some of the blame in Nessa's dying. Hush, now, I ain't gonna tell you no more. Now, that poor child didn't come to none of us. She didn't go to nobody but Tracy. And Tracy didn't say nothing till she was dead. Now, y'all want to lay all the blame at your mama's feet. And you may be right, but 'tain't all her fault. Where was y'all? Why she just went to Tracy? Lord have mercy. Where was we when that poor child was fretting? Lord have mercy. Now, y'all, it's too big for all of this here carrying on. Now, we's a loving and forgiving family. And y'all ain't got but one mama. And if you throw her away, then you gonna be done lost her and Nessa both. Is that what you want? Oh, Tracy, you ain't gotta apologize. I ain't blaming you. We should have listened. Lord have mercy. Children can't make up stories like that. Now, we are a loving and forgiving family. And we got to trust each other. And when you can't trust each other with what you're feeling, then there's something wrong. Now the Bible say, that those of you who are without sin, let him cast the first stone. Now, who in this room want to rock? You? JoJo? How about you, Caroline? What about you? Mm-hmm. That's what I thought.
Wow, Dee.
Thank you.
Yes, Dee. Oh my goodness. So when I first heard you on Clubhouse, I can't remember the piece, but I remember that a lot of us were saying, wow, like this was an audio book. Like you just took us on a story and your voice. And then all of a sudden, this transformation into this piece.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I felt like I was like, okay, give me a rock. Yep. I need some straightening out here. Oh my goodness. What a delivery there. I mean, your facial expression, your physicality, everything that you connected with this, because look at you, you're such a light right now. You're so bright. You're so happy, but you were frightening with where you were going with this. But you had wonderful moments in your performance at the beginning. Like you really brought us into it. I gotta say, I was surprised because I think the last that I heard you was this soft spoken and just this gentle voice. So I was just sitting here going, oh my goodness, you know, she's it just transformed into this other character, other person here. I felt like you were very, very connected. You knew exactly who you were talking to.
Thank you.
Yeah, I felt like you saw them. Like, and you were using your eye lines, like they were all lined up in front of you. You know, you told the story, and I am so thankful to get to see you tonight. Yeah, amazing job. Wow.
Man, D, another person that D Works. I'm sorry, another person that I'm so familiar with because of Clubhouse, and I'm grateful for Clubhouse and all these wonderful connections. I was just pleased. I saw your name. I was just like, oh, now I can see you perform, because I remember a performance you did. Gave you some notes on it then. To see where you are, felt grounded to me, relatable. I felt like somebody's auntie that I've seen, heard about. That's a good thing. Hopefully that's not, a bad thing.
I accept it now at this point, so I just roll with it.
But Carol said everything I was gonna say. I love your voice. You have this thing that you can really control it, which means you can go in whatever octave. If you're angry, if you're sad, I can hear your pain. Just like I was telling the young lady earlier about her eyes. I think where you are, where your base, where your beauty is in your performance, obviously, but then in your tone of your voice. I think that's where you should probably lean into.
Thank you.
Yeah, but dropped in. You're a likable person. This is what I wrote. A likable powerhouse is what I wrote.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, really good stuff. Really good
All
stuff.
right. Thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity so much. I'm just honored.
Yeah, this is something I will say. This feels like a plug-in character. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm looking for, and here you go, and you'll go in there and do a wonderful job. So that was my last note. Good stuff.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, D-Works. I mean, that was such a
phenomenal
treat. Yeah, to be able to see
Absolutely
you.
enjoyed that.
Right.
Thank you.
No, go ahead, Carol. Go ahead.
No, I'm right there with you. You know that I'm just that.
I've got to make a quick joke. I have to. Dee, I know you know who the Gap Band is, right?
Yes, of course.
Outstanding. Girl, you knocked me out. I really, that was a treat. Josie, you know I had to. I just had to be a clown. That was it. Because it was so heavy, and it's especially with the times that we live in, I really enjoyed that. So we're gonna keep it rolling if that's fine with you, Josie?
Thank you.
Absolutely. Josie's mood is saying yes. We'll see you in just a moment, Dee. For everyone paying attention, thank you for tuning in. We are almost ready for voting, but before we get to voting, we need you to help us so me and Josie don't have to pull all our hair out. And Carol, you'll see why. With that being said, Michael is our last performer of the night. Everyone tune in. We'll have a banner with information on where you can text to vote. But with no further ado, Michael, please come on to the stage.
Hello.
Long time no see.
I know. Hello. It's been so long. Been so long. Anita Baker for y'all.
Hey. All right, Michael. You are an amazing talent. We voted you top 5 last month, and you weren't able to join us. And so we really, really love your spirit and your attitude. Even when you did try to join us the month before, it was just your current job situation that held you back because you didn't have a place where you could present, where, the sound was, industry standard and that type of thing. And we really love you and we respect what you have. And you had such a great attitude. You're such a great example. You were like, it's okay, I'll just come back. You were asked to come back, but with a different piece. And you have had such a wonderful spirit. And it's that attitude that's going to get you far in this business. All right. Besides your looks. Okay. And so I personally wanted to thank you for all the time that you've shared your gift in Clubhouse and the fact that you're here again this evening. You again this evening had some challenges getting here, but you made it your business. You made it your business to be here, and you're present. And I'm so happy that everyone gets a chance to see you and to experience the powerhouse that you are. Okay, so I get the privilege of asking you some fun questions. Okay, you ready?
Yes, I am.
What's your favorite? Okay, I'm not going to be absolutely silly and ask that. I was going to really ask something that's probably not right. Okay, what is your favorite snack, like at midnight?
Sunflower seeds, ranch, Frito-Lays, just like that. And listen, so
those two? Are those two different things, or those?
No. So Frito-Lays is the brand.
Okay.
And ranch is the flavor.
Got you.
So
seeds.
Sunflower seeds. So I used to have them all the time when I went down south to see my family. And I'm from New York, and in New York they never had them. It was only along the way to North Carolina, South Carolina that I had those seeds. So then I moved out here, and 7-Eleven them had them. I was mind blown. I was like,
this is where I'm meant to be. Okay.
So I'll be going.
I love it. I love sunflower seeds too. I don't know about the ranch kind. I'm just, I like the plain sunflower seeds, but
not David's. David's is trash. Frito-Lays is the best.
Wow, just straight up trash, David. I actually like David's. Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't be yucking my yum, like I tell you. All right, here's another one. I personally would love to know who has inspired you along your journey as an actor, in terms of actors.
Yeah, and it's actors. I don't have a personal favorite. I have people that I look at, and there's qualities that I admire. If I can go back from the very beginning, I would say first I'll start off with my mom. Even though she's not an actor, but she used to do so many impressions. She used to do Marge Simpson when I was younger. Homie, I can't do it, but she can do it. But then from there, it was like Martin. I used to watch Martin faithfully. It was just his character impersonation. Obviously, Shanae, Jerome, like that. Jim Carrey, his physicality. I mean, Denzel, John Q. I remember my dad loved John Q. And that movie still resonates, obviously, his coolness, Will Smith, his charisma, Philip Seymour Hoffman, his precision, Christian Bale, his precision, Robin Wright. I remember watching House of Cards, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so many different people, so many different people that I just look at, and it's just like, I just pull from. So it's always hard for me to say like a favorite actor. I say my favorite singer, Whitney Houston. I mean, she's the best singer in the world. I don't care what no one tells me. I can argue.
Is it partiality because of the last name, Michael? I have.
Well, we're related. We're related. We're related.
Are you?
In my mind, but it's up here. She's from Jersey, so like I'm from Brooklyn, and she's right there. We've had the same,
Related by proximity.
Yeah,
I'm right here.
Exactly. Just like that.
I love it. Well, we won't hold you back any longer. Whenever you're ready, you've got the floor.
Wait, Josie. He has to tell everyone where he is now. He kind of slipped out where he's from, but where are you and where are you from? If you could please, yes. Michael.
I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. Shout out to New York. And I'm currently living in LA. Just moved out here in January, so I'm happy. What are your true thoughts about all of us? What are your true thoughts? Because the best that we get is peripheral commentary. Nothing ever close to you. You ask us to share, to be vulnerable, to do all this other bullshit, and you haven't done any of that. All we get is, wow, powerful. That's a great discovery. Why do you feel this way? Why this? Why that? Why don't we know who you are? I tell you why. I knew it all along. You're a fucking con man. You know that, right? And the rest of you, it's too pathetic to see it, but you're a fucking con man. So my question for you, Consular, is who the fuck are you? Who are you? 12 weeks. I've been here 12 weeks, some of us even longer, and still no progress. I read your pamphlet, 12 steps, all the other bullshit, front and back. There's no progress. I got my sponsor. I talk to him every night and I fucking hate him, but there's no progress. But you want me to share. So let me share something with you. Every night I am home, repeating the same exact habits in the same state of darkness. And I come here hoping to find the light, but there's still no fucking progress. Nothing. None. I'll see y'all later.
I was about to put a hurting on my son because of you. I just want you to know. He came to interrupt your performance. Please, Carol,
Wow. Michael, oh my goodness. So you come in and introduce yourself and you're this likable, easygoing, fun, playful, just beautiful person. And then the transformation, I mean, in the first few seconds, I'm like, listen up, what's going on here? And then in that moment where you were saying, you know, why? I'll tell you why. I'm on my end going, oh, tell us why. Come on, give it. Why? Just cheering you on. But also the physicality, you know, the confidence that you had within yourself and that physicality and transformation into that character, blown away.
Thank you.
I mean, and then that long pause that you took, you know, there was no question, there was more. There was more coming behind that. And you were channeling decisions at that point. You know, were you going to come unglued with this person, like taking it to another level? I mean, phenomenal job. Yeah, I am just blown away. Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. Thank you. Oh my goodness.
You're in LA?
Yeah.
We're about to work, man. That's the highest compliment I can give you, brother. I mean, I don't really have, you know, this is what I was talking about pacing, moments, beats, color is, you know, not colorism, but coloring moments where they're different, where you care about something a little bit more than you did before. That's what I'm talking about, man. And like Carol said, the physicality of this whole piece. You know, you have to do well in self-tapes, bro. You have to, because the person off camera, I feel like they're in the room with you. So that right there was phenomenal, man. I really don't have any adjustments. You have, you know, the physicality, the poise, beats between moments, and the voice control all add up to. I would love to see this on his feet, right? So really good job, brother. I'm gonna reach out. You know, I got a few things coming up, man, that I would love to be a part. You know, you to be a part of, and see if we can figure it out, man. Extreme talent, brother. Good job.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Thank y'all so much.
With that being said, this is the time where we are asking everyone to text 833-945-3487 with respectful acting in all lowercase. We need your help. And Josie is not about to beat me up.
Listen.
You're not doing it to me again, Josie.
No, this is why, listen, Gil, this is why we involve the audience. So we don't have to be pulling our hair out, okay?
It's real, everyone. They ask. It's real, but it might be gone. I'm like,
listen, this talent, I mean, it's insane. I mean, they're just amazing. That was amazing. Okay?
Where's Michael Michelle when you need it, right? Oh, nice!
Maybe she'll be here Sunday. Let's talk about Sunday really quickly. Okay, before we move to Sunday, listen, this is the time to vote. Please, you're going to text respect for acting for in all lower cases at 833-945-3487. Okay, it's moving way too fast for me. Okay. Respect for acting for all lowercase to 833-945-3487. Listen, I feel like I'm in one of like those old like commercials where they raise money for I don't know what. But please, 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 this is the time to vote. You are essentially blessing somebody's dreams by voting. They get to have free acting classes. They get to have a consultation where we sit down and help them make, consider just the different possibilities in terms of really pursuing this career, this life as an actor. Or if they're already established, we look at where they're at and, just help them along their journey. They're going to get a signed book of Bonnie Gillespie, casting director Bonnie Gillespie, who, by the way, will be our judge. I think she's slated to be one of our judges in June. What is it? The self-help book. What is it?
Self-management for actors.
Exactly. Thank you.
The newest one.
The newest one. They're gonna win a T-shirt from casting director Leslie Green's line. Am I messing everything up? I feel like I'm messing up names.
You got it, Josie. You got it.
Thanks. So never take me serious, okay?
Except when she's a director, because she doesn't give you any slack. She gives you too much slack.
Yeah, then I'm a different person. That's a different personality. But anyway, listen. So it is very important that you vote right now. We're gonna actually step back, okay, and give you time to vote, and we're gonna gather amongst ourselves and we're going to talk about it, and then we'll come back and we'll let you know who this month's winner is. So hang tight as we go handle our business.
Josie,
yes.
Can I add one of these into the winner's circle too?
Absolutely. You see that? All right. So let me just say this really quickly. Anybody out there that's listening and watching, if there's anything that you would like to add to the winner's gift bag, okay, please do right now. As we said, they're getting acting lessons, they're going to be getting a consultation, they're going to be getting a very, very important book about how to maneuver in this business by Bonnie Gillespie. They're going to be getting a T-shirt now. Gino is offering one of his own pieces. What does it say? It's kind of hard to read. What does it say?
The Autistic Standard. I have to say it because I love what you do, Brother Gino. If you don't know Google .com. Ooh, please don't say Google, because LB.com.
Ever. .com. GOT. If you ain't know it now, you know.
C-O-N-N. Yeah. Private search engine.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. But anyway, okay, we are trying to keep this. We are not trying. We are working hard at keeping this under 2 minutes.
I had a bad connection. I didn't hear that T word. I
fixed it. Under 2 hours, not 2 minutes. And so we're getting dangerously close to not being able to do that. So we will see you all back in a minute. Sydney. It be thick up in here.
We need Carol. Where's Carol? Oh, Gino, you see what I had? You see what I deal with? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, people think this is easy until they get on this. They're like, oh wow, yeah.
That's true.
Exactly. Well, I want to say, first of all, you all have been such a wonderful audience. Like, can we just give a hand to our audience? You know, the actors can see, you know, your chat and your posts, and it really does make for a special experience. I mean, just reading it for myself, it's really awesome. So thank you for coming through and supporting us. We're going to be doing this every month at the last Friday, and then make sure that you join us. Usually it's the last Friday of every month and the last Saturday of every month with the kids. But this particular month, we are actually going to be returning with Carol and Gino this Sunday to watch the kids perform and go for theirs. So make sure that you put it in your calendars and join us this Sunday as well. With that said, sweating just a little bit. Intense there for a few seconds. But yes, let's get that drum roll. And we actually have one winner this time. We've often had two winners where it was the people's choice and the judge's choice. But we have one winner this evening, and we're so happy. We are all in agreement that this person really gave us the full package. Before we bring the winner up, we do want to take a moment to thank, and if we can unmute and thank the wonderful actors that performed this evening. You guys were incredible, phenomenal. And as you know, you are all winners, right? We're all winners. The fact that you are up here and doing what you love makes you a winner. And so we want to really thank you for coming out this evening. And without further ado, our winner for this month's Best of Clubhouse is Michael Houston.
Way to go, Michael. Way to go.
Wait, did everyone catch that? I caught that. You didn't expect that, did you, Michael? I saw the water bottle, Michael.
I didn't get it. I didn't see it.
I was trying to like time it. I was like, okay, let me drink some water, make sure, but it was still in the process
Still
of going
there.
down.
How does it feel, Michael?
Oh man, it's a blessing. It's been a long time coming that I can be here with everyone and really perform and see everyone's faces and everyone can see minds and all that kind of stuff. But it's humbling. It's really humbling.
You're amazing. You're amazing. Your gift is amazing. So I want to just share with the audience that what we have a scorecard that we go by.
Can I show mine?
Yeah, absolutely.
What does that say, Michael?
Awesome.
That's right.
Hands across the board.
I show you mine too. Oh, that's good. Yes, I'll show you mine too. Can I show mine? Can you see it?
Wow.
Just want to see. Can you see that?
Oh my God! Wow. Yes.
Okay, so let me read what it is, and as we go, we're gonna really improve this list, okay? And it's gonna be based on your performances and the actors that come in that inspire us to know like what's important, okay? And so the categories were scoring 1 out of 10 is confidence, physicality, presentation, wardrobe, pacing, energy, and what I call being overall dropped in. Okay? And according to me, you got a 10 across the board. Okay?
It's hard to get Michael. She chews me out all the time. It's hard to get. Take it while you can, brother.
It is hard for anyone to get dropped in. out of 10. Okay. But you really did. I just want to take a moment to just talk about your performance and why I felt that you know, again, you had a lot of competition. You had a lot of competition. Okay. But I really felt that you really held it all together. You know, acting is so hard. It's juggling so many balls at one time. And, you know, our job as actors is to make it look very simple, right? That's what the greats do. They make it look so simple. That's how we all drop in, right? We all drop in because we think, oh, I can do that. I can do that. And it's literally the hardest thing I've ever tried to do in my entire life.
If I can say, I was literally just having a conversation with someone about understanding them. Oh, it was a producer, actually. They were assisting somebody, but they're a producer outside of their regular job. And, you know, they were just talking about actors. We just talking about the industry and all that kind of stuff. And he was like, you know, actors, you know, it's not like they're saving lives. You know, we always hear those things. And the way he was talking, right, it was coming from a place of how I interpreted that he felt that, and a lot of people feel like, the acting is not a noble cause. Like he was, you know, kind of reducing the value. And it wasn't until that moment that I really heard that and felt that deeply. I was like, no, there's a lot of stuff that I'm now realizing myself as an actor, what actors, the amount of focus that you need. There's lights right here. There's a whole living room right here. There's a cat walking around here. And, you know, that's just here in this house. This is my friend in the room, right? But on set, it's so many different moving parts, right? We hear the story, I think it was Christian Bale, who flipped out on a lighting guy who was walking across the set. And, you know, when that came out 3 years ago, I was laughing. But now I understand. You have to be really focused. And it wasn't up until I got on Clubhouse a couple of months ago and listening to other actors and stuff that I really, really, really appreciated the craft so much more. And I noticed the shift in me that it's now coming out, and I'm grateful for that.
That's so good. Thank you. I love that share. And you know what? It's really been the same for me. I had divorced acting for many years, and I fell back in love with acting. You know, being an actor, as many of you know, I'm an acting coach 24/7. If there were 25 hours, it would be 25/7. But I really fell in love with being an actor and an artist again, and I look forward to being on the set and on the stage, and that's really been because of people like you, Michael. That's what I want to say. People like you and all of the actors here, just giving it up. And what a beautiful medium Clubhouse has been to me personally, because it takes away all the biases. Like we're forced to just focus on the work. Are you moving me? Are you getting me to focus? Are you stirring my emotions, even though I'm not, you know, you're not using your physical body to sort of manipulate me in anywhere, just pure sound. And my ear has gotten so much sharper.
Yeah.
But and this is actually something I've always done with my actors. I say to everybody, it's kind of the last thing I do when I'm checking my actors to make sure they're ready. I've always closed my eyes, just so that I can be able to hear if there is anything missing. I'm weird that way. So when Clubhouse came to me, it was no mystery that this was going to be a great medium for actors, and I'm glad that I did so. And I've had many people who've come on and said, it's so weird. I don't know. I can't really judge it because I can't see them. And I'm like, but can you feel them though? Can you feel them? Even if you can't see them, then that's a whole nother level that you're not understanding, that you're missing out on.
Yeah.
And you have done that, Michael. You have come on every week, and you have just dropped me all the way in with no manipulation of physicality or any or of the setting, the surrounding, nothing. Just pure heart and spirit, you know, through sound. And And you know, thank you. I'm so happy. I'm so happy you've won this evening.
Thank you.
Your work was amazing from your moment before to your moment after. You told the story. You kept me dropped in the whole time. I was about to cuss my son out for interrupting you right in the middle. I was like, what? I mean, that's how dropped in I was. And just your dedication to the piece. I was going to ask you, what was the piece? Where's the piece from? Because I know you write some of your own material, right?
I wrote that. Yeah, I wrote that. I wrote that.
Wow.
Did you hear that, Gino? Did you hear that, Gino?
Okay.
It's even more impressive, man. Even more impressive.
I mean, goodness.
Yes.
I mean,
yeah.
That's a game changer. I mean,
a game changer. A game changer.
Yes.
I mean, your writing is beautiful. The
full
evening
package
is over. The evening, it's a wrap. I mean, honestly, you put your foot and your heart and everything that you have in you in that, and I really, really loved your performance, every second of it. You are so ready to be on a show. We actually discussed that, right, Carol?
We sure did.
We sure did. We were like, he's ready to work now.
I said I could submit you tomorrow.
He sure did.
And you would book. You would
absolutely. Do you have representation, by the way? Are you
representing? No, I'm represented commercially by a boutique agency, but no, I don't have theatrical or a manager or anything.
All right. Well,
can you work in Atlanta?
I'll fly wherever. You know what?
Hey.
Listen, I don't care where I need to go. I was trying to wait for the vaccination, but I'll sacrifice it.
You can still wait, and you can still wait.
Okay. Yeah, if you need to fly, I'll fly.
Look, he was ready to fly tonight, Carol.
I see that.
I
see that. I am just giddy over here. I'm just
You guys are seeing it live, happening right here live.
In the room where it happens, right?
In the room where it
happens.
How many times do I tell everybody that, Gil, that you have to stay
every day, every night, every hour?
It happens. Don't mind your business. Just mind your business. Stay in the room where it happens. Don't be worrying about who's where doing what. You got rooms full of actors. Just sitting there asking questions, and that's fine. Yeah. But you know what? Back here in our room, we have actors making it happen, doing what they love to do. Right, Carol?
Yes.
Yes. Getting in front of y'all, just pouring out their hearts, working on their craft, and getting signed by agents and managers. Right. Okay? By getting picked up and noticed by directors, doing it, making it happen.
Yeah.
All right. So really, God bless all of you. And like I said, you can keep coming back. It's not over. Clubhouse is a safe place. You can come back and present as many times as you want to. All right. So Michael, any final words, Gino, Carol, or Gil, to Michael?
I already told him. I'm probably we're gonna figure some things out, man. One of the things I said back there was that, or wanted to say, was that plug you in, bro, and you can fit right in and take a note while I'm concentrating on other things and answering questions from my AD and all those things. I don't have to worry about that with you. You're gonna come prepared. You're gonna come in your moment, and then I feel like I didn't have to give you adjustments tonight, but I feel like if I need it, you will be able to. So it's a safe bet for me when I'm juggling so many other things as a director on the set. So really good job, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Really good job.
Thank you.
Yes, I agree. And I just have to say, Josie, thanks to Clubhouse, we may never have had this introduction and this ability. And bringing it here tonight opened up a whole new opportunity that before pandemic, we may never have had that interaction. It would have been a long time coming, perhaps. Who knows? But one thing you said just moments ago when you were talking about the producer that was speaking about actors and, the value and that sort of thing.
Mm.
And I look at this during our pandemic, during the lockdown. Now we're all, especially in Atlanta, we're a lot more open than you are in LA. But look at who the world turned to take them away from all of the pain, the sorrow, the fear, everything. They turned to actors.
Yeah.
We all turn to film, TV, to take us away from what was going on in our reality. And that is the truth there. There is so much value to be placed on actors, and just having that time to dig deep within ourselves and go, what are we going to do? And everyone turned to performers to tell stories, to take us away from what we were experiencing. So the value is there. And tonight you brought it, and I cannot wait to see the next steps for you. Super, super excited for you. And Josie, thank you. Gil, thank you.
Yep.
And oh my goodness, it just, tonight was wonderful. I'm glad to share this stage with you, and just amazing night.
I want to say a few words, and this is to Michael. Brother, you know why you deserve it. You know what you've been through. Right? I know. I saw the tears, but you really, honestly do deserve it. And this is a testament to every actor and every artist out there. There's something in the perseverance of the struggle with passion that when you show up and prepared, Michael, right? Prepared, fully prepared, present and poised, you will win when you do the work. There is no luck in this business. There's preparation meets opportunity. And when you put those two together, you make yourself a lucky sandwich. But the question is, do you take a bite? Do you chew, and do you swallow? And Michael, you are truly an effervescent example of what happens when someone stays prepared with the opportunity and chews and knows how to take and seize the moment. So, brother, very well deserved. And I will say, do not stop here. Keep going, because we literally had an argument behind stage about you of he's ready to book tomorrow. So whether you have the representation yet or whether they come tomorrow, that staying right where you are, staying malleable, or like Josie says, loosey-goosey and dropped in, ready to drive, ready to go, that is what's going to take you far. Not just how you look, not just the scene you chose, not what you write, it's the work that you did. It's the preparation, it's the coming forth, and it's making sure that no matter what happens, it does not derive you, but it determines that you stay moving forward. And with that being said, Josie, I just want to remind everyone, we are on Clubhouse. Follow Josie's Club, follow her Instagram, follow her Facebook and her YouTube. She's doing this all for zero. It's the passion, it's the love. So if we can all clap it up for Josie, the queen right now, she does not have to do this, right? Not at all. But you do it, and you give so much. So with that being said, everyone follow Josie on all her social platforms to stay up to date. With that, Josie, we're giving the mic back to you to close us out.
Okay. I just want to say you're so awesome. You know how much I love you, Gil. You know what? I'm led to really let Theodore know that he came in a very close second. Theodore, can we just have him up here for just 1 second? Let's have Theodore. Why can I not? I'm just gonna say Theo because my lips doesn't want to do that right now. I really just want to have a quick moment with you, and I know this is not usually the way it's done, but I'm just led to say that for a minute there, Theo, we thought that it was a tie. It was a tie, rather, right? It was tied for a second, and if we had not decided to, because we were still sort of discussing all the actors, and then we were like, let's keep it going, and let's keep it. But I just wanted you to know, and I want everyone else to know, that you just never know what's going on. You just never know what's going on. And I wanted you to know, because I really enjoyed your work. And we were, you were being discussed in the room as well. And I think it's important to know, and this is a space that I'm creating it. So I'm doing it this way, because I really, one of the reasons why I created the room is because one of the things actors don't get enough is that feedback and those notes, right? And we never know like how close we came. We never get to get that inside look at information. And then you go home and you're like, man, but God, I felt like I really put my foot in that, and I really did. And you never get kind of the feedback. So I didn't want you to go home, even though you are home, thinking about like, what went on. I want you to know that not only did we really, really, really love your work, Theo, the audience really loved you as well. Okay. And for a minute there, it got really, really, really close where you guys were neck to neck. And because we were still, meeting as a team and just discussing all the actors, we were able to refresh it. And then we saw that, Michael had sort of gained the lead. But I do want you to know that you were really, really considered. Okay, you are amazing, amazing talent. And I just wanted to have that moment with you. Okay?
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Really good job. Really good job, Theo, man. Really good job.
Yeah. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right. Sydney, if you can bring us all, the Gil and Carol, and let's close out with all of us on stage.
Oh. Could I say a few words before?
Oh my goodness, absolutely. I'm glad I heard you before we muted you. Yes.
Yeah, I really wanted to thank you, Josie. I remember the first time you opened up Respect for Acting. And I went in the room, in the middle of the room. And well, it was Respect for Acting, come work out your material. And I went in the room, in the middle of the room. Everyone was talking. I was like, are we going to work out a material? I was so confused. I was like, what's happening? And then I remember asking, I said, well, before I leave, because I had to go, I said, oh, we be able to, work out material stuff. Like, he was like, yes, absolutely. Come next week, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I came and went into that room, and the amount of love that is just in this thing, right? And it is exuding from it is incredible. And the voice, as we know, it's energy, it's life. For those of believers, in the beginning, there was nothing, and God said, let there be light, sound, voice. So just hearing the love coming out of you and just the passion, it's just, there's no words for it. Thank you. And I know I speak for everybody who comes into your room. No matter where they are in their career, no matter what kind of path they take in their career, the love that you just give is just so fun to hear. It's the kind of fun where it's like you sit back, you look and you just laugh like, and it's that kind of joy, So I just really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for presenting.
You just made my whole entire month. Okay.
I have to,
honestly, thank you so much.
Everybody pours into you. I was like, let me pour into you as well. You're amazing.
Always giving it up to Gil.
I know you're amazing, Gil. Another light in which you just shine bright, and you come in with this energy that no one can say, "Oh wow!" Like you come in, and they have to receive what you're saying. They have to receive what you're saying. That's special. That's special. Carol, thank you. Brother Gino, thank you for your words. I really appreciate everyone here. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate my fellow actors. This is not just like with the Oscars and stuff. It's not a competition at all. We're just all here working together. That's really what it is. And I would like to thank my parents. I'm thanking people like this.
Please thank your parents, please.
I've been, I thank my mom, my dad, my family, my friends, my brothers, my sister, everybody from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. You know, Nina Simone said, an artist's duty is to represent the times.
Yes.
You know, just the other day I heard a quote said, acting is like turning around in front of somebody naked very slowly, and the vulnerability in that.
Right.
And I think we're all in a time where we're very, very naked. Doesn't matter what your career path is. COVID put a stop to everything, and now we have to face ourselves in our homes. So hopefully we use that time to really reconstruct who we are and move into a better existence, if you will.
Yeah.
But thank y'all. I really appreciate this. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, D-Work said, practice your Oscar speech, Michael. Yes. That's right. That's right. We're claiming that for you, Michael.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we're claiming that for you. You're a beautiful human being inside and out, and you really, really touched me with those beautiful words. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. All right. Let's bring all the let's bring Carol and Gino and Gil. Let's bring us all on stage together. Sydney, if you can. All right, but before we go any further, we are closing. This does end. Okay. It doesn't go on forever. It does end. But I do have people that I have to thank that without them, this would not be possible. Trust you me. Okay. And that would be, first of all, I want to thank Dana, even though she's not here and she might not be dropped in even tonight. She's always around to help in some way or another. And I want to just thank Dana Bozeman. Then I want to thank Shawnee Smothers, who's Dana Bozeman's cousin. And because honestly, without her, I would not be possible. She was the one and is always the one handling the votes and setting all that up. And so we want to thank her for her participation. She's always dropped in. And so we really, really love you. I love you so much, Shawnee. I'd be a hot mess without her. So I want to thank you. She has her own company called SAS Social Media. She's an amazing social media digital marketing person. So if you're looking for that, please check her out. SAS, spelled S as in Sam, ASS as in Sam, social media. And then last but not least, are you going to make an appearance, my Sydney? Can you please show your beautiful face?
Hello.
This woman makes so much. Wait, Sydney. Anyway, everyone. I mean, when I say we could not do this without her, she is so. When you see these screens moving, right? Thank you, Gino. When you see these screens moving, when you see rehearsals and tech rehearsals, you know, and something that I say in my rooms on Clubhouse that my co-host says, Josie, and I really appreciate, shouts out to Burgundy Trejo Phoenix. This is not a competition. This is a collaboration.
Amen.
Michael hit it on the head. This is our colleague, Carol, Josie, Sydney, Gino, because you know what happens? When a budget drops in one of our laps, guess who we call? Hey, Carol, I got a budget. Who do you got? Hey, Josie, you're directing. Hey, Sydney, you're doing DP. Hey, Gino, we are a collaboration. So we are so much better together. Josie, I love when you say that. We are truly the best together. So I just had to say that. Sydney, you're awesome, and I appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate all of you too.
I would not be none of this would be possible. I wouldn't be possible, like at all, okay, without this one, okay? So Sydney, thank you so much for everything you do. You know how much I love you. She's sent from heaven, like my angel. There are not enough words. And every chance I get, she's so like used to it. She's like, this is when she talks about me, you know. And,
I mean, all of that right back at you. All of that right back at everybody.
You're phenomenal, and I just cannot wait to see. She's a producer, filmmaker herself. I mean, she's freaking amazing, and the fact that she just continues to just be here for me, it just doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't even make any sense.
It's because you're the best.
No, you're the best. No, you're the best. No, you're the best.
How about we're all the best together? How
Everybody,
about that?
yeah.
How about that?
All right. Well, listen, guys. You guys are amazing. Make sure if you're on my Facebook, if you're watching this through Facebook, make sure that you're following me. Make sure you're following all of us, please, not just me, all of us. If you're on here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I see you to all of the people with the chats and the messages. You guys have been phenomenal. I want to thank my wonderful host. You know, I would not want to do this without you. I just would not want to do this without you. You're amazing. I mean, you're just amazing. You're such a gift. Thank you so much, Gil. You're amazing. Carol, you know, this is just the beginning of great things. Carol, you already know, right? It's the mute. It's the mute.
Mute. All right, it's getting close to midnight here on the East Coast.
Exactly. We gotta go.
Pumpkin soon. Yeah. Wow. What an amazing ride here. You know, I mean, we've known each other for quite some time now, but never have laid eyes on one another. And
Never.
I feel like, you know, you and Gil are just part of the family. And I look forward to our nights together. You know, our Monday and Tuesday nights. I'm like, oh, I got to get on with Josie. I got to talk with Josie. So I got to talk with Gil and get on there and see some amazing talent. And Gino, tonight has been awesome to share the stage with you and get to know you and your amazing direction provided and your feedback and just getting into your mind. Because, yeah, it does, you know, all of us have a part to play in each, you know, production. And I just love hearing from others and being able to experience it. So, Josie, wonderful night. Thank you. It was as fabulous as I thought it would be. I look forward to the little kiddos on Sunday.
Yep.
I can't wait to see their faces because I've heard their voices and I'm going to just be like, just melted with them. So, but thank you for having me tonight.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Yes, Gino, just want to say thank you again one last time, Gino. You know, you came up in there and I could feel your energy. It was just so filled with love, and I can tell how much you love the actors and how much you love being an actor, how much you love directing and everything that you're doing. I pray that God would continue to, you know, lead you, that you would continue to listen to him as you're being led. How about that? Because he's going to always lead you in the right way, and that you would always be listening for his voice to guide you, Gino. But I'm so excited. Thank you so much for being here this evening.
Absolutely. I won't be long. I just want to say it's been a blessing. It's been an honor to bump into you, Josie. You know what I'm saying? I've heard about you from afar, and then Clubhouse brought me in the same stratosphere. So I'm honored. Gil, my brother, Sydney, pleasure to meet you. And thank you for keeping this well-oiled machine going. And Carol, so you know, you said some really nice things about me, but I think we really did a great job together tonight, tag teaming. So I'm looking forward to continue to get to know you. And with that being said, it was some amazing talent. So it was easy for me to be able to say and give notes, and I enjoyed myself. And if you ever need me back, I'm here. Thank you.
I love it. Yes, should have never said that. It's a deal. It's done. You will be back, right, Gil? You will be back.
Absolutely. Eugenio and Carol, you see why I need your help here, because Josie makes me choose. I'm like, no, I don't want to choose.
All right, listen, we are closing this evening. I do want to end with saying good night again to the wonderful, amazing actors, to Theo, to Georgina, to Dee, to Tabitha, who came in and did a performance. Who am I? To Chanel. Again, Michael, congratulations on your win this evening. And I want to end on this, and that is to remember that this is just a journey. It is just a journey, all right? And I truly believe that we are all spiritually journeying artists, all right? We are not meant to be here forever. We're really not. And so make your mark, leave your legacy. Know who you are and that your voice is so important. We need to hear from you. We need you to let your light shine. All right, because we are better together. We really are. All right. Good night, everyone. Have a good evening.
Good night. I loved it.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you. All right. See y'all. See you Sunday.